To kick off for Tampa Bay.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A gain of 15.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
From the gun is Eason.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
They go play action with Eason.
Rolling to his right.
Oh, he'll up.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
T. Higgins.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
T. Higgins was the intended target,
but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And
this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the first drive, 3-and-out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Bradley Kenyon to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Eason on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Carried by number 21.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, here's Eason. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
34 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Sliding out of the pocket. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On second down, it's Taylor. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Buccaneers.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Throwing is Eason. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now Eason. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah. You can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And he stopped immediately there.
Ronald Jones.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Right at
The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Brady now on 1st down.
Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Brady's throw there complete.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He'll buy some time right.
And that's complete to Zach Moss out of the backfield.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26.
They'll start with a give to Taylor.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. at the 25-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right? The
Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, nice move at midfield. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. The 30, 10,
they pay me
5, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Rodgers on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Intercepted.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
For the Buccaneers.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick pass here to Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Eason, and that will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
This is fielded at the 7. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
That's good.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Brady took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 55, Mike.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
6-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, a gift to Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was tackled at the...
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And open, it's Moss complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's another.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 8 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Rodgers on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
10 at the 47-yard line.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On play action, it's Brady. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 31. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Alert. 55. Watch the out. Mike, 55.
To throw again, Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Eason sets to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Caught by number 10.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Ben Banagoo. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
On the play. It's now 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
At the 44-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 21-yard line.
That is caught at the 7th. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
At the 2-yard line.
come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
They get this out left, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A gain of 52.
And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Go! 49's the mic. Watch 49. You can't take Cotton.
Throwing again. Eason. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. But gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 45 yards. Flush to his right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
So it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really...
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible.
At their own 29-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to lay one up deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Boy, another big play late here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Field goal.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
Baker there on the coverage.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eason. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was covered.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They're going on 4th down. Here's Eason. And this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Brady and the Buccaneers here 1st and 10 at their 38. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught at the 20. The ball comes out. And the Colts pick it up. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. He's going to let it go again. And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Too hot, drop the top off the wagon.